reset here.
Alright, my computer's doing some weird shit, so
Keep coming south.
we're going back
What's
to
that? Look at
this,
this
merge
Pancho
these
guy.
clips
We'll
together.
do it
So
again.
this
Do it
was a
again.
perfect
3,
engage.
2, 1. Pancho.
We
Pancho.
GA
Pancho.
their GA, grab 2 of their frontline tanks. We get Spirit Hunter down, Perma. Okay, so one issue on this, Riftglaive is too early. That's way too fast. You got to give time for Spike to hit. You should be the last person to hit so you get maximum pierce. I mean, at least you hit the clump, so that's good. Um,
Clap that. Clap that.
okay, let me see one more time. DPS is definitely the issue
Pancho.
here.
Pancho. Pancho.
Curse Pierce is really good from Dark Viper. Slick, good. Witchwork. Spirit Hunter is late. Where's Mofo with Realmbreaker? Mofo's to the west
2,
here.
1. Pancho. Pancho. Pancho.
Oh, okay. So that was really early, Mofo, on that Realmbreaker.
2, 1. Pancho.
Yeah,
Pancho.
really early and you
Pancho.
missed, so that's not good, but that's okay. Spirit Hunter's late.
Clap that. Clap that. Clap that. Clap that.
Spike hits. Rift hits too early. Spike hits. Rock Collar was a little off target a little bit. Is a little too far behind, but it still hits, but it's a little off target. Witchwork didn't throw a Q down or an extra pierce. And we didn't have Dawn Song, I'm pretty sure, in this fight. So that's a big thing. We're missing a DPS during this, so not great. We need to make sure we have all our DPS here. It's important. Dawn Song does a lot of damage.
River again. We're gonna go across the river again. Help your boys.
Ace gets engaged on there. Good tank. Good tank there.
Okay, so
Help
they're,
Ace, help
they're
Ace.
GAing most of us and trying to pick a tank instead of going on the clump.
That was like a picture perfect engage though. Trying to pick 2 of their tanks, stopping their stopper with our stopper on the engage so we can hit.
My duty up
Come
front.
north.
DPS is just we need to make sure we have them all in the comp if we want to win.
Give me a G. Give me a G. Get ready, boys. North.
So I don't think you need a GA here. I mean, you could GA this for sure, but like they're walking into you, so you don't really like. To me, this looks like a perfect setup engage right here. Like you're right next to it. Just hodge these front 3 guys. Just like hodge them this way into the witchwork, and then our guys don't really have to move much, and we can just dip. Like that's a GA target, a arcane, and a whatever. And then our GAs could stand like here and here and throw out our defensive GAs here and here and win all these chokes. So to me, like they're walking into us for free. So I don't think we really need a setup. Setup's more for like catching, or if you have like if they're stacking a bunch of demon armors on top of each other, then you GA them so they can't really get the benefit from the demon armors after the hit. But like see, like I figured you're gonna spin on that guy there, so I threw a poly at his head at that GA right there. Because he's stopping our DPS. Like we have to find these GA players who they put on GA to hard carry every fight and kill their ass. Like he's stopping us so hard, which again we shouldn't be the case. We should see this coming in Nighthelm and Guard Rune and Graveguard Boot to get out of it and not stand on top of each other when you see the GA walking through our whole group. But for right now, like we need to focus just on killing them because we're not good. We're not at the level to not get hit by them. Because that happened, it really puts you in a bad. Holy shit! You went deep slice. Yeah, that's way too deep for sure. Even if we weren't GA'd, the likelihood that our guys they'd have to be about here to hit you minimum. The likelihood they get all the way up here is pretty low, and then the likelihood they don't get stopped while walking through this tiny choke all the way up to you by this defensive life curse channeling right here is very low because they have all their D tanks up still. So we need to eliminate some of that front line before we go for those really deep engages like that, because you're going to have to, on top of us getting all the way back to you, Slice, we need to get through a demon armor, another demon armor, and a tree. Like these are and a defensive life curse. So these players know what they're doing. That engage is probably never going to work. Killing those frontline GAs is like this guy is going to be how we get the ability to start going deep like that. Because now all you guys are also super deep and you need to come back. So that's not good.
I see. Enemy
Like what Mofo did right here, I will say this was a good play. I don't care what anyone says. If you got Smug Cape right here, once you watch Mofo, he knows that he's in danger here with his positioning since he was kind of deep. So he just
see.
pre-pops a gig pot so he can't get abducted by bedrock or anything and
Enemy
just
going north,
walks.
I need you.
Follow me.
100% worth in my opinion. So here we see damnation going down. Supports, you guys can't leave the last people when we go deep like that on an engage. You cannot leave the furthest. You got to know that if they're playing clap like this, they're probably going to hit the easiest target. They're doing what we should do is hit the front closest target to them and not go deep until you kill their front line. So they're focusing on our front line right now. And I tree it because I knew they're going to hit the front 3 people. Brandon demon armors it here, but he's solo demon. He needs the other demon armors. He needs Sir Hit That. He needs Caution. He needs someone else. So like none of these guys are our demons, so they're somewhere up here. Whoever our other demons are, you guys got to play like Chads. You got to be Chads. You got to help the front line. Pop all your demons. Like if we had 3 demons on this, they're not dying in a million years, and Brandon's not dying. Brandon actually saves them with my help with the tree shield and I think a little bit of heals from H-Lamp, but he dies for it because he's solo demon. I think.
Yo, guys, help your boys in the back.
Yeah,
Help
so he
your boys
dies
in the
from
back.
it because he's solo demon. He also kind of walked into the DPS for no
Help
reason,
your boys
but
in the back. Help your boys in the back.
that's its own thing. He still did
You
what
guys
he was
can't leave your
supposed to.
boys
He
like
should have
that.
been
That's crazy.
fine.
Heal up, heal up, heal up, heal up, heal up, heal up.
Yeah, exactly what Slice said. Don't leave your boys. We left them for
northwest,
sure
northwest.
there,
Are we- is
some
AFK
of
a
us.
demon?
So that losing a demon like that is not good into clap versus clap for sure.
No worries, no worries.
He's looking for GA. There it is.
So that's a pretty obvious GA. So we know also that GA, we don't need to worry about it too much because they just engage. So they're just looking to try and separate us. So here, if they GA these people,
Look southeast,
we
look
need to-
southeast here. There's
so-
a GA, guys. Get ready southeast, get ready southeast.
so they did have a little
In this room,
a little
in one, I
second
need everything here, I
engage,
need everything here. Southeast, southeast, boys.
or they just reset really fast. Let me see, or maybe it's been long enough.
You're good, boys. You're good, boys. Yo, guys, help your boys in the back. Help your boys in the back. Help your boys in the back.
Yeah, it's been long enough. They just have 2 jackets. They're just really so. I want you guys to notice how well they reset. Look at them all run back right into the jacket, and then they pop their assassin hoods. If you watch how fast they did that, now watch. Since they did that, they've got engage. They've got engage up now.
That's crazy. Heal up, heal
Since
up,
they
heal
got
up,
a
heal up, heal up, heal
really
up.
good, valuable reset.
Northwest, come northwest.
Now we're like, oh, well, they just hit us. We're fine, you know? We're fine. So
No worries.
He's looking for GA. There
now we have no demon armors, by the way, because even if we just used our demon armors, we wouldn't have ours back up. So getting a really good reset like this is playing the advantage of our comp, is getting a lot of engages. So now they engage again because they've got cooldowns. So we're very lucky we survived that. So again, we're trying to engage kind of deep past the people we need to kill, I think. Yeah, so like we always got, like when you're about to engage, we need to look backwards and see if there's someone inside of us that wants to die. Like this kid wants to die and this kid wants to die. They're on the list. They're like, please kill me. So just instead of booting forward here, just boot backwards right here and just clump this guy inside and see if we can kill him. Because it's easier, it's safer, and we're not going to engage through him anyway. He's going to stop us, so we've got to kill him. They're just playing like, their D-tanks are playing like absolute retards because they're not getting punished for it. Like, he's just gig potting inside of us and GAing all of us. This Zeron guy. And now you're really deep, and a bunch of our people are stepped forward. Like, look at this kid. He's double blinking into our backline with a Duskweaver armor to just hold us.
Judy's up front. Judy's up front. Judy's up front. Here's your boy. Hug the water. Hug the water. You're getting too spread out. You're getting too spread out. Hug the water.
He's looking
Next
for another
resets up.
GA.
Next resets
Okay,
up.
this is all fine kiting.
Chill, 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 chill.
Don't hold that wind wall for too long, Blake, so you don't get out of position. Good, he canceled it. That's smart.
Keep walking.
So Sir hit
Keep
that
walking.
Nick.
We're not gonna turn. We're not gonna turn. Keep
Let's
help
see.
your boys and go north.
Yeah, we get noob trapped a little bit here. This is fine.
You're
Get
good,
back
right?
to the
Help your
team.
boys and
So sit that Nick. You need to start getting back towards the team more.
go north.
Right here. Like
Sir Nick,
full back to the
this is gonna
team.
be dope, though. Come north. Keep coming north. We gotta get vision here.
H-Lamp.
Add vision for us, right?
Yeah, so H-Lamp knows he's got movement, so
engages
he's
here, just
playing farther
full
back. He knows what
field.
movement he's got, so that's good.
Yes.
So you've just made yourself a target going. By the way, that bedrock I don't think was really worth it. If you're gonna bedrock someone, bedrock the caller
Carpet.
or bedrock the GA.
There's
So
the
here
GA,
we get
guys. Help the
GA'd.
team,
We
help
should
the
be
team in the
ready
back.
to
Help the team in the back. Help the team in the back.
good. So yeah, guard rune's fine there. Sir hit that.
Keep coming northeast.
You walk around. That's really dangerous walking into them
To the water. To the water. To the water. To the water.
like that.
Water.
Good H lamp bump there to stop that.
Can I-
Right here, H lamp. Bop to this kid. Good use of your robe there to prevent that snare charge and letting that heavy mace inside of us. You're creating a wall around our Zerg. Really
Can I
well
get
done.
the
It's how to play healer for sure. So now that doing that made this tank have to use his boots to get to here, and then he's gonna try and snare charge. So that makes him, in my opinion, that makes him a free target if he jumps inside with no boots now up. Like you just blow that kid up after engage for sure. That's something that could be called out. Be like, yo, tank inside has no boots, or heavy mace no boots, and just say that so we know to kill him.
Fucking mace.
So here they try and purge.
Away when they do that. Okay, good.
Yeah, so this is a good timing on your demon armor, sir. Hit that, but you got to know that demon armoring is only worth it. It's a thing to help others. So if there are no others in danger around you, there's not a reason to pop the demon. This is the right time to pop it, but not the right position. If you're gonna pop it, you need it to be like up here. That's worth popping because you got all these people to help you. But popping it here makes you just more of a target because you're alone. They're just gonna be like, yo, this guy's increasing the amount of damage he's gonna take, so they're gonna kill you if they notice you're alone like that. So you need to make sure you're in the right position as well to pop your demon armor. Because now, yeah, you're just basically by yourself, so you took a lot more damage than you should have.
I got one.
You should have just focused more about getting back inside of us.
Keep walking northeast here. Keep walking northeast here. All right, now we have vision. Okay, now we're gonna turn here. We're gonna turn here.
So we're gonna turn here apparently. That's
Give me
fine.
GA. Give me GA. We're gonna engage that.
So that's a good GA. That's a good GA. I think you don't engage on it though because you didn't catch the most important targets.
One to the east.
No. Okay, that was a good
To the east
engage.
here, what the fuck?
Well, what happened there? What happens there? Because that was exactly what I was gonna say. Is like, I was gonna say you don't actually engage on the GA. You engage on the people outside the GA because they're the heavy mace and the stoppers. So that's exactly what you should. Oh, you just barely didn't hodge fast enough because that heavy mace is who you wanted to stop. That was for sure the right play.
Give me GA. Give me GA. We're gonna.
Yeah, to catch because you didn't catch this kid who's their stopper. So trying to engage on him instead of just engaging through him is 100% the right play. You just were a little slow on grabbing him
To the east here. What the
because his Hellion hoods he stopped everybody.
Get that shit. Get that shit. Get that
That
shit.
was the right play though.
Okay, skip south.
It's okay. That's fine. We need wind walls on this choke. GA's good. Good kiting.
Resets.
So Black, how did Black get in that position where he's at right now? Let's see.
One to the east.
Black. Okay.
To the east here. To the east here. What the?
Whoa. Where'd Black at? Black. Where'd he go?
One to the east here. To the east here. To the east here. What the fuck?
Okay, so Black, you used your boots. I don't think you need to use your boots there for sure. You've got enough range, so like you know Slice is here. He's gonna be pulling them back towards you. We always do. So you're here. You're plenty within range. Just throw your curse W out. It'd make it to about there, and your E. You're in range. So using your boots there put you in a little bit more danger than you needed to.
One to the east here. To the east here. To the east here. What the fuck? Get that
You
shit,
blinked
get that shit,
into
get
a
that shit.
choke, which is pretty dangerous.
Okay, skip south. Keep coming southeast. Keep coming southeast. Keep coming
So
southeast.
now you're in
Guys,
a
I need
very
a guy here,
dangerous
I need a guy
spot,
here. Resets,
especially with
resets.
stalker
They're gonna engage right
shoes.
now. They're
So I see, again, this is just things you can watch for as D-tanks, as stoppers.
Resets.
Where's our heavy mace player? Unite. Where's Unite at? Unite. Where's Unite? Probably inside them somewhere.
They're gonna engage right now. They're gonna engage.
No? Unite. Where's Unite? Is Unite dead? Nope. Unite. I do not see Unite anywhere. I swore Unite was on heavy mace. Maybe I'm blind. I can't tell.
Okay, skip south. Keep coming southeast. Keep coming southeast. Keep coming southeast. Guys,
Maybe
I
he
need a
wasn't.
good kite here. I
Maybe
need
we
a good
got
kite
rid
here.
of the
Resets,
heavy
resets,
mace.
resets,
I think
resets.
we
They're
got
gonna
rid of
engage
the
right now.
heavy mace. But see, this would be a really good. I think we got rid of the heavy mace. I don't know what Unite was on. I don't know why I think it was
Engage right
him. So here you can like as a D tank, you would be waiting for this and sitting inside them to stop it because you can see this giant guy glowing purple. It's pretty telegraphed. Just silence all of this and it's GG. I W it so it gets us out of it, but like imagine having all those other defensives playing the way they're supposed to. Like we tanked it, sure, but those guys would have taken
Nice.
zero
Hold.
damage.
We're gonna counter in this in 3, 2, 1. Counter, please. Counter, please.
I'd like to see this counter. I didn't really get to see it, but
We're gonna counter in this in 3, 2, 1. Counter, please.
That's the right idea to engage really
Too
quick
fast.
after they're
Alright,
engaged,
keep going
though.
southeast then.
That's not too fast. That's exactly what needs to happen in order to
Keep
kill
going
here.
southeast then. Keep coming
It's just wrong target, wrong
southeast then.
place,
Keep
I
coming southeast
think.
then. I
And
need you to
I think you hodged forward instead of
be ready, boys. I
hodging
need you to be ready. It's gonna be
backwards.
quick engages. Quick engages.
But that's the right timing for
Resets,
sure.
resets, 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 resets. Come across the water. Come across the water. Come
So here, D-tanks, heavy mace, any form of D-tanks, this is pretty obvious. They started to realize what was saving the clumps was mainly my tree, so they were just like, okay, well, we're just gonna...
Come across the water southeast.
They tried to go here, so they were trying to kill a bunch of us. I tree it, so those guys, those Dark Viper and Blake didn't get clumped. But since I treed so early, and I had to save the front
Alright,
line,
we're gonna help the boys.
they
We're gonna
just
help the
like
boys
hit me
in the back.
after
We're gonna
the
help the boys in
tree
back. Get ready to counter about this in 3,
and killed me, so...
2.
I probably shouldn't have treed that, but hard to do that in the moment and realize that they're going to do that. It was really well played for them to notice that I did that and not hit on it and then hit me. That was smart. I don't think he planned that, but if he did, that was well played. So again, I think this, let me go back. So again, you've got a lot of D-tanks here, like D-tank, 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 D-tank battle mount, D-tank, and tree. So you've got to know that if you're going all the way back here for these guys to pull them forward, all of these guys have to be donuts and not click any buttons on our DPS over here for them to kill on this. We've got to kill their front line before we go for deep engages. You can still clump people, but just clump their front line. And the timing on it is similar to the timing we were going on back here. This timing on this engage, the fast one that's where it was fast, is 100% what needs to happen. They engage here, they miss. This is perfect. So this on this engage, when they miss here, pull this guy, like pull these two guys together on the water and hit them, or pull this guy into these guys, or look for a clump, but clump just the front line people. Don't go for back here, because if we have to go for back here, we have to get through these guys who are good. They're good players. So getting through good D-tank players to do a deep engage when you haven't either GA'd their front line or done something to their front line or killed them is going to be extremely hard. It's going to be extremely hard, especially for kite comp.
Nice, good hold.
But this is exactly what needs to happen. I wish I could see it, but I got fucking booped. But that's the right timing. We just needed to kill this guy or something, or these two guys. They're just like, they're always in our back. We got to kill these fucking retards, bitches. Like they're hard carrying the fight. This guy is hard carrying the fight with his positioning and his retard positioning. It's just, he's hard carrying, and we're playing into it. Like, these guys are not good. We played good enough to beat them here. I mean, DPS was lacking. We needed another DPS, to be honest, to help. But definitely was winnable for sure. Good uses of Avarobes here. Okay, Mate, that's a little much walking up with your Riftglaive to do that. That's a little risky.
Guys, we're gonna help the boys. We're gonna help the boys in the back. We're gonna help the boys in the back. Get ready.
I just got fucking bopped. Yeah, that's the bad thing about tree, is if they realize your tree is like the only thing saving you, what they'll do is focus you. They'll GA you while you're out of tree, or GA you while you're in tree, and then engage on you really quick and try and kill you. So that's why it's more of a support weapon that likes to be inside people. So I don't know if maybe I made a mistake with positioning here or something. I don't know what happened. I'm just trying to save the front line. I tried to save the front line tanks rather than position myself correctly. They also carpeted really quick on top of me. I didn't expect that, for him to get this, close this distance so fast. But that's the gist of that one. We just need to do less deep engages against a kite comp like this. Not a kite comp, a clap comp. We need to kill their frontline tanks first. Or if you can catch all of their GA tanks or frontline tanks in a single GA, like on a choke, and you GA all of them, engage over the top of their heads under their backline. Now that works. But you have to disable their tanks somehow and shut down their front gates to get inside the castle, basically, is the gist of it. It's trying to like run across a drawbridge with 100 gigachads standing on it. Like, you need to get the gigachads off of it if you want to get across the bridge. But that's the gist of it.